Yes, top of the evening. You know the vibes. This is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know, right? Let me check my levels real quick. I got a lot going on tonight. We're gonna check these levels out. Um, I want to make sure everything is crystal clear. Crystal clear. You know, crystal clear. Crystal clear. Crystal clear. Oh yeah, we rocking and rolling. Bet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share this real quick. All right. And I'm gonna get to some topics. The news. Come get with the news, man. A lot going on, man. I'm gonna pull my Facebook group up. And then I'm gonna get to giving y'all the business. The business. Yes, the business. Couple topics discussed tonight. I see the YTC is at an all-time goofiness. Goofy business with the YTC. But the first thing I wanna address, I wanna say shout out to the team, the YTC Boxing team. YTC is the movement. They go beyond. I'm live right now. Huh? I'm live. Hi, Dada. No. You can't go live. Yes, I can. No. I don't need you going live. It lets me go live. Yeah. No. If I'm going live, you can't go live. See, this isn't gonna work out. Fine. See, that's not gonna work out. What's wrong with this? It just wrong with this pitch. Okay, yes, that's not gonna work out. As you can see, Coach Reen is in the building. Yes, we are on location. I got the hater blockers on tonight. Reen, do you mind stepping out now? Thank you. Can you help with this? It's not working. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to get I go in. That's fixed. All right. Close the door, please. Thank you. Appreciate you. That is Coach Reen. Matter of fact, let me get. See, I got the board here. This is in case I wanted to go to the board tonight. Look, let me show y'all. Y'all see the board over there in the cut? That's if I feel like pulling the board. I might pull the board up tonight. Just stick with me. I might pull the board up tonight. You know how we do. All right, let me get this up. Close out of some of these, right? We'll close out of that one. We'll close out of that one. I know y'all ready for me to get it started. I'm gonna get it started in a second. Like I said, I got a lot of things to discuss tonight. No particular order. Check out I dropped the members only video, and that was available to the rest of y'all. Addressing some of the things that was servicing right now in the YTC as far as Bill and his crash dummies, right? Shower posse over here. Um, I'll get to that as well as, but I want to start right here with my guys, right? I want to start right here with my guys. Shout out to the team. Wise Owl Boxing is the movement. If you don't know, now you know, right? If you don't know, now you know, right? A lot of y'all apparently didn't know. That's why you guys were talking to me the way you were talking to me. But had you known, I don't think you would have been coming at me the way you came at me. But it's a little too late for all of that. Now, like I said, when you burn bridges, you gotta do your own thing, right? When you burn bridges, um, shout out to Toby in the building, right? When you burn bridges, it is what it is. But the first thing that I want to highlight, you see this right here. Let me pull this up. All right. Now this is let me highlight Wise Out Boxing first, man. Shout out to Wise Out Boxing management firm. We go beyond, above and beyond for our fighters, man. We can help you get from point A to Z and anything. Wise Owl Boxing. Quality over quantity. You do have options. Yeah, so salute to the guys. But I want to start off right here. You see this fella right here? This is Brandon the Cannon Adams. Now you're saying, what is the significance? Remember, Brandon the Cannon Adams won the Contender. He also fought Jamal Charlo on short notice, going the distance. That is Sergey Buyachich. Sergey Buyachich, does that name sound familiar to y'all? It should sound familiar to y'all. Sergey Buyachich is the guy who will be fighting for the WBC junior middleweight title. Yes, Sergey Buyachich. Brandon Adams defeated him. Yes, Brandon Adams defeated him. This guy right here beat Sergey Buyachich. Now, check the vibes right here. Brandon Adams is a Wise Owl boxing fighter, right? But Sergey Buyachich was also supposed to fight another Wise Owl boxing fighter. You know who that fighter is? That fighter was Bad News, aka Charles Conwell. They were supposed to have a purse bid and fight for the mandatory slot. But you know how this boxing game is. Al and Mauricio Suleiman, they must have got together. And now Sebastian Fondora, who is a premier boxing champion fighter, will be fighting Sergey Buyachich, who is the number 3. And last time I checked, Charles Conwell is number 1. But yet the number 2 and 3 guy will be fighting for the champion title and resets. That is boxing in a nutshell for you. Did you guys catch that? So let me get to some of my comments. Wow, the live is rocking right now. Hopefully you guys smash the like button. Shout out to Toby Wagwan, the UK ambassador, of course. He said the soundboard is not very loud. You know how that goes, Toby, because I got this microphone. Now you see this microphone is the state-of-the-art joint. It just swallows the soundboard up, man. Now if I use the headset, right? If I go to the headset, the microphone will be, off. But I like the microphone because how's the audio? How's my audio? Look, you see how far back I'm sitting? The wall is right here. I'm almost leaning on the wall. The microphone is all the way up here, but you see how crystal clear it is? I like the microphone because it gives me the access to move around. You see how I'm dipping around right here? I'm grabbing a beverage. See, I can't do all that with the headset on. That is good. That is the sauce right there. No alcohol, the sauce. When I say the sauce, that has that sea moss in it. But all right, let's get to some topics now, right? That was a topic to start the show, but I want to address the effery on this YTC. You get these content creators, right? And shout out to Millie City, right? Millie City stirred up a hornet's nest. He brought up some old news that was official news, right? It was official, right? You gotta. It is what it is, right? They don't do that. That's why these guys are so hurt, right? But like stuff like that happens, man. Especially when you are a privileged, spoiled brat, and you are, you're dealing with kids from the inner cities. Like I said, and they are. And look, check this out. I want y'all to catch this, right? You know how you know this happened because how do the Haney's carry it, right? Bill in particular, they always want to talk about money, their wealth, people being poor or broke. Like look how they're trying to shame Shakur's grandfather, but they need to be mindful because I heard a lot of these guys talking crazy about the chains, but if they examine one of those chains around his neck was a Rap-A-Lot chain, and I was hearing a lot of you guys talk about how the chains were fake. Fake. He had a lot of fake jewelry on and cheap jewelry. But if you look at some of the chains that he had on, one of them was definitely a Rap-A-Lot chain. So you guys saying that a Rap-A-Lot chain is fake? Just want to know. Just want to know. I was watching some of you content creators. So you guys are upset, right? Not only are you upset, you guys are bitter, right? Real talk. Because whenever a narrative is put out there that doesn't go towards the Haneys, the crash dummy community, yes, the crash dummy community, because that's what you guys are, a bunch of grown adults that crash out on the internet, right? Why don't you crash out in real life and if you really want to do something in this boxing, get active. Like Bud Crawford said, get active, right? But yet you are active on the internet. Yes, I'll get to that. I'll get to that, Toll. I'll get to Kid Austin. Kid Austin's not a high priority right now. That is not one of the topics tonight. But I'll get to Kid Austin. Shout out to Kid Austin, good young fighter. Floyd Schofield. Does he have a fight? I know he was supposed to fight Jojo Diaz, but Jojo Diaz priced himself out. But I'll get to Kid Austin, not right now. I want to address what is current right now. This whole Devin Haney getting slapped kind of, shook the building up a little bit because see, the narrative is always for Devin Haney on YouTube. But when Millie City did that interview, the narrative kind of didn't go in Devin's favor because he was exposed for getting punked. Granted, maybe he was a little young and Erickson Lubin did bully him. Things like that happen. But you see, Bill, right, was upset, right? And Bill wants to take it to the left, talking about guns and this, that, and the third. I think the last time you talked about guns, didn't you run the Bob Arum? And then you know what you did, Bill. You know what you did, man. You do a lot of fronting on this YTC. And you're good at it, right? But some of us really know a lot that goes on behind the scenes, especially when it comes to you and your team. And just like I said, if you feel some type of way, we've been felt some type of way when your boy Osmosis, he said he didn't like Jihad Tucker's performance. Well, we're not impressed with none of his performances. And whenever you want to line that up, we will definitely mop the floor with him. But speaking on the topic at hand, right? You said that Millie City, was he a cancer? Last time I checked, you are in bed with a lot of boxing cancers on this YTC. Um, Not only are you in bed with them, they do worse shit than Millie City. At least Millie City is interviewing players in the game. These guys that you are in bed with, they only seem like they only interview you and bring you over there, and then they do your little crash dummy missions. Like today, they was out there trying to discredit Shakur and his family. Last time I checked, right? Shakur Stevenson is a seven-figure fighter. Last time I checked, Shakur Stevenson has a lot of brothers and sisters who aren't struggling anymore. But you love to throw up the fact about your money and all of this. Like the last time I checked, I think Shakur Stevenson and them are doing all right. They're not living in the projects. They're not wanting for a meal. But you always, and your flunkies, a lot of your flunkies love bringing that shit up. These same flunkies that are bums, real talk. These people that are doing your dirty work. If you really want to talk about bums, these are some of the bums, right? Real talk. And I say that, respectfully, not trying to disrespect nobody, but these are the people that are the actual bums, right? Some of these people are unemployed. They are beggars. They are just, they're not upstandard citizens, right? But yet they are talking down on somebody who has broken that generational curse. Yeah, shout out to Shakur Stevenson. But you want to talk about cancers. One of the biggest cancers is the crash dummy community, because not only do they not go to fights, they speak on fight politics and fight business with no real education on it, no real facts on it. And a lot of times, all they do is speculate. Speculators, mount up. See, when Millie City did the interview, and what I didn't like about what Millie City did, Millie City, you let them come on your platform and bully you. You should have kept the same energy. But maybe you guys are all in bed together, because I know with this internet shit, these guys do shit just to go viral or keep their names in the loop and shit like that. So, maybe you guys are all in bed together, because he popped up over there and your energy wasn't the same. You should have kept the same energy, right? Because as a journalist, you did not do nothing wrong, right? Unless Bill is paying you. Now, Bill is paying you and you're on his payroll, you're in his pocket. You did a lot wrong, because you were supposed to be like the rest of these guys that he's paying, these crash dummies, always defending the flag. You were supposed to defend the flag. But as a journalist, as somebody that that does this, right? You did nothing wrong. You asked the question, you had a guest on, and they spoke on a incident. And as a journalist, somebody that's conducting an interview, you did nothing wrong. What was wrong was the information that came out. It, had Devin looking like a victim. They didn't like that. It happens though, like I said. See, if some of these grown crash dummies from the crash dummy community were actually active in sports and did things in life, they would know that. When you go to these camps, you're dealing with other youths from around the country. And it happens sometimes, man. It happens, man. It happens. But to be upset that the information came out. But aren't you the same guy, and I'm referring to Bill, that leaks out information, gets messy, Has your crash dummy guys do all these kind of goofy things. And shout out to Reggie Owens. I seen Reggie Owens spoke about this. It's like, bro, you can't be. That's the problem with the YTC, right? Motherfuckers want to do dirty business, and then when the dirt comes back on them, they want to, flip the narrative around, switch the shit up. Like, nah, man, come on, man. If you play with fire, you're gonna get burned, right? Just like I said yesterday, you was the one when the video came out of you copping the plea, because that's what you was doing. You was copping the plea, talking about, yo, if it gets too hot, we gonna go to 131 and all this, right? When that video dropped, you went on the Boxing Voice. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. This has nothing to do with them, but you went on the Boxing Voice and you said Shakur Stevenson was a snitch. Now, the last time I checked, and just like I highlighted yesterday, please, I'm a journalist too. Anybody that has got incarcerated dealing with Shakur Stevenson, please send them to my platform. That is a viral content, viral story, something to be broke. But Bill Haney put that on his jacket. I did not see the feds pull up in Vegas and lock him up for that video. I don't even think they was discussing any type of illegal transactions, because the last time I checked, Devin is a 7-figure professional prize fighter. Shakur is a 7-figure professional prize fighter. These aren't illegal activities that they were discussing, but yet the snitch thing was put on his jacket, and all of you goofy grown crash dummies, some of you guys who have claimed to be in the system, who might be snitches yourself. Right, real talk. But that's neither here nor there. Let me get to some of my comments, man. I see my comments are very active. Okay, I'm gonna go up to the top, man. Round of applause. I am going to go to old school. Hopefully you're still in here, old school. Old school said, what do I think about Kid Austin? I personally like Kid Austin. I love his father. Brooklyn guy, New York in the building. Shout out to them. I think they are out of Texas now, San Antonio, somewhere in Texas. But I like Kid Austin. I like his energy. I think Golden Boy is doing a good job with him. Yeah, he's a hitter. He's a hitter. But I like how, they want to fight, the other 135 pounders, like, my boy that's fighting, Keyshawn Davis. I love the fact that when they was on, I think it was Coach Malachi's show, he referred to Frank Martin as PG. You know what I'm saying? You know what PG is? Not the movie. PG is pure garbage. He said Frank Martin was trash, and they never addressed that, right? But Frank Martin's supposed to be going through the ceiling. Maybe he could fight Kid Austin. But thank you for that, old school. Hopefully you caught the news by Shanewz on that. And shout out to you, man. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get to some more of these comments. I got to that. Shout out to N Conquest in the building. How you doing? Peace to you today, brother, as well. Championship round. Salute to you as well, good brother. You don't know. Yes. Wagwan. Yes, shit does happen. It does. He said, even Gary Russell Jr. has smoke with Bud back. Yes. It happens. Thank you. Let me highlight that, man. Great point. See, like a lot of these things happen at these camps, man, because these are two hood niggas, right? Respectfully, right? Don't take that the wrong way. Gary is a hood nigga from the DC area. Bud is a hood nigga from the north side of Omaha. And they had their running. And look, they still have beef. They still don't like each other to this day behind that. It happens, man. It happens, right? The shit happens, man. The shit happens, man. Like I said, that's how you can tell a lot of these guys that come on here and talk on boxing, they really actually never did nothing in life. A lot of these guys are like grown losers. They're just losers, man. Because when I heard that story, it took me back to me being at basketball camps and experiencing some of these things. This shit happens, man. You get like, listen, man. This is a little off topic, but it's on topic. I remember being in a basketball camp, Villanova, Pennsylvania. Kerry Kittles was there, Alvin Williams, the NBA players and stuff. And we was there. It's kids from all over, North Carolina, Arkansas, kids all over, man, everywhere, right? And you stay in the dormitories, but it's like hoods, right? Different hoods, and dudes be on it like that, like, yo, where you from? Where you from? And the strong survive. It's like it is what it like. It probably happened, man, because stuff like that happens, man. When you are that, when you are the silver spoon type of kid, and it's like I said yesterday, right? There's nothing wrong with providing for your children because that's what you want to do as a father. You don't, if you grew up in the projects, you don't want your kids growing up in the projects. If you escape poverty, you don't want your kids experiencing poverty. So Devin was privileged. There's nothing wrong with that. But maybe Erickson Lubin, like I said, he was an older kid. His water might have been off. He was one of those type of kids, man. If the kid had nice sneakers, he smacked them up and took a shit. Shit like that happens, man. If you know, you know. Right? If you know, you know. Champs, you sit around and say, yeah, the Lions Den, shit, facts, man. Facts, man. It happens, man. Motherfuckers get their lunch taken, and it happens, man. It happens. But see, when it happens to somebody who the narrative doesn't, the narrative has been put on and placed on that they are something else, it stirs up the hornet's nest. And that's what happened. Then you had all of these grown content creators, weird motherfuckers, just weirdos, man, defending the shit, getting like, listen, that shit happened. You know why they was defending it too? And I'm gonna put this out there. Because a lot of those guys that was out here defending that shit and speaking up for it, you probably was the same type of dudes that got your shit taken. And I'm gonna really bring y'all home with it. Because a lot of you guys are older than me. So I know you guys probably were the guys that your starter jackets were getting taken, your 8-ball leather jackets, if you was able to get those, if you was like that, right? If you was like that, or your family was like that, you was those type of guys. You was getting your Reebok pumps taken, your Jordans. You was getting your shit snatched like that, man. So it is what it is, man. But let's move on. Let's move on. And Conquest said facts. Yeah, man, you know how that goes, man. That shit happens, man. But it just didn't fit the Haney's narrative. So they was upset, man. They was upset. And you know how you know it was true? I'm gonna tell you, I know it was true. Because whenever something is true, it hits home hard. And what do the people that is true try to do? They always try to bring the person back. Oh, you was poor. You was this. They love talking about that with the Stevensons. They love stressing that fact. It died? No, it's still on. You don't want it? Okay. I want to see it. No. The phone is gonna die. I can torch it. No. No, here, go ahead, get out. Beat it. Hey, you want to say what's up to the peoples? What's up? All right, thank you. Get lost now. You're taking all my stuff. You see how I could never run a great show because all of the gadgets and doohickeys that I buy now, right? You see how they just come and devo my stuff? But at least I didn't get slapped, right? Yeah, Coach Reed just ran off with the devices. But at least I didn't get slapped. You see, he told you, shit happens, right? Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, right? But back to what I was saying, right? That shit hit home for them. Because you see how they wanted to reference the fact that Shakur was poor. Oh, you was poor. Yeah, we had to give you this and that. Well, you don't have to give it to him now. Yeah, you don't have to give it to him now. Last time I checked, Shakur got a multi-million-dollar Reebok deal. Hello. Yo, last time I checked, Shakur's mama and his brother and sisters living in the gated community. Hello. See, they want to bring up all of that stuff, right? Because they know that the boy was a victim, right? They know he was a victim. You know how many times I had people try to shame my name and this shit, right? And I just laugh it off, right? You know why I laugh it off? Because when it's not true, it doesn't apply, right? Look, when it's not true, right? That's why a lot of these people are mad at me on this internet, right? Because they tried to shame me when Earl Spencer and them tried to diss me. But now, look, you see how I'm moving. Shout out to Wise Owl Boxing, right? Yeah, yeah. You got skills, we get deals. Yeah, we get deals over here, man. See, when they try to put stuff on your jacket and it don't stick, you just you still you still keep it like this. You just cool, but when it sticks to your jacket, it hits home different, man. So that kind of hit home, like damn. Erickson Lupin was out there, strong arm dude shit, man. Yeah, that's why I said maybe they need to reach out to Lupin, man, Hammer. Hammer's from Florida. Shout out to Florida. Like I said, there's hoods and rough neighborhoods all over, man. And Hammer didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth, man. So maybe Hammer, Hammer wasn't getting the nice sneakers and all of that, man. And Hammer seen the nice sneakers. It happens, man. The shit happens, man. If you know, you know. But for them to like the crash dummy dudes, they was talking about Pop and his outfit, right? So let's talk about his outfit, right? Wally Moses is from where? Newark, East Coast, Timberland hoodies. Wally's an older dude, right? That was his style, right? At least he ain't trying to be like, some of you old niggas, right? Respectfully with the skinny jeans and, trying to dress like these younger dudes, right? At least Wally's carrying how Wally's carrying it, right? Like I didn't see nothing wrong with his giddy up, right? Timberland. He had a Timberland hoodie on. I guess, like I said, when you aren't from that element, but you front like you from that element, you carry it different, right? Like he had on a Timberland hoodie with a whole bunch of chains on. One of those chains happened to be a Rap-A-Lot chain. I think another one was what is Drake's label? What's Drake's label? Drake's label was with the bird, XO, AVO. I can't think, but I think he had on one of those too. He had on one of those too, right? Not, but these old poor niggas, real respectfully, because you niggas is poor. You niggas that was making the jokes about that. Yeah, OVO, there you go. Thank you, champ side. Yeah, he had on one of those too. Because not for nothing, OVO, I'm giving y'all some game right now. OVO is another one of Shakur Stevenson's sponsors. So he had on one of those chains too. And I was watching, dude. They was like, oh, the cheap jewelry and all that. I think the two chains that I named, like a Rap-A-Lot chain, shout out to Rap-A-Lot, Mob Ties and all that, and OVO, those are expensive. They ain't, you guys are just, like I said, you guys is all on Bill's, nuts. Respectfully, you guys are Bill's bitches. Bill be pimping niggas too, man. Apparently, how you niggas give it up. He's just not pimping the women. Let me get to these comments. Shout out to you guys today, man. Appreciate you guys. Championship rounds of applause for you. He said Wiley dressed for winter in Newark, but them jewels was crazy. He's an old dude. Listen, it wasn't crazy to me. You know why? If you ever been around him and you come from that cloth, he looks like my grandfather. Rest in peace. But hey, what do I know? My grandfather would have had the rings on too. He would, he would have been dripped in mad different rings. That's how they carry it from that era. If you know, you know, you know. That's that Mr. T shit. Remember Mr. T? Mr. T was from Chicago, right? Born and raised. I'm from New York, but I know my grandfather carried it like that too. I'm not from Chicago, but he had that Mr. T look, a lot of gold chains on, rings and all of that. That's just how they carried it. And not for nothing, if you really take it back and trace our roots, right? Little history lesson. Back in the days, we were slaves, whips and chains. Nowadays, all I rock is whips and chains. But we were really never slaves. We were royalty. When you go all the way back to where we come from, a lot of us donned ourselves like that. Whether it was tribal jewelry or when we got over here and we got colonization kicked in and we started wearing diamonds and all that other stuff. But we always flossed in that. So I see nothing wrong with that, man. He said very similar to Philly. Yeah, man. It's an East Coast thing, man. He said, okay, I want to conquer East Orange by Trent. Yeah, Trent, yeah. Yeah. You know, it is what it is, man. But see, these guys were just hurt, man. You know, they was hurt, bro. Because he wasn't, Wally wasn't supposed to talk about that, man. Because that shit really happened. You see, when stuff that really happens, it hits different, bro. That really happened, man. You know, that really happened. You know, that really happened. And you know how you know what really happened? Because you see how Wally broke it down, right? Wally even said it. He sent some kid home from California thinking that he stole the sneakers, only to come to find out that, my man Harrison Lubin was in there moving. Yeah, he was just a bully, man. He was a bully, man. You know what I'm saying? He was, I guess Devin didn't have the Crash Dummy community rolling with him like he has him rolling with him now, man. Yeah, he didn't have no muscle, man. He just didn't have no muscle. Because now, I don't think he could do that to Devin now. Respectfully, he can't do that to Devin now. He can't. I'm gonna be honest. I seen how the Haney's move. They move with security, militia. He can't do that to him now. But back then, he might have did it to him. He said he ain't have enough money. Yo, man, shit happens, man. But I don't think he could do that to him now. He could. Devin has security, and it's different. But back then, kids are kids, man. Shit happens, man. Dude, shit gets taken all the time, man. But see, these grown men content creators, right? They just really show how much of a losers they are. That's why I'm telling you, a lot of these guys that be on here taking it to that extreme, that's why they don't even go to fights. They do not go to fights. I'm telling you, they don't, man. Then the ones that do, when you see them at these fights, they be on their best behavior. I personally seen the dude, right? And at the Wilder fight, this nigga talk crazy. Man, he was at the Wilder fight. He was a Girl Scout. He was a straight Girl Scout at the at the Wilder fight in Brooklyn, right? And man, like the old me, I'm a good guy now. I'm an honorable, righteous brother. But the old me, because I remember this guy was talking real goofy to me. And I'm the Black Tarzan, man. I could communicate with all kind of wild animals, hyenas, lions, tigers, all of that, right? And they was all in there. Yeah, they was all in the Barclays Center running rampant, right? Because if you don't know, the Barclays Center is right there in the heart of the hood. Don't get it twisted with the gentrification and all that. The projects is right around the corner. They spiffed it up a little bit, but that is still the ghetto, right? It still goes down, as you see with the Tank Davis fight, right? The Tank Davis fight, was chaos at the Barclays Center. I don't think the PBC has. Well, yeah, they came back around, but the Tank Davis fight was just different. You know, Wilder's fight, it wasn't like that in there, but, you know, a lot of guys was in there. You know, you had the baboons, the apes, you know, lions, tigers, and shit in there. And it was this one guy, you know, he talked crazy to me. And I seen him. I was with a couple of my guys and shit, right? And I seen him. And I won them over. You know what a one over is? You just size them up. And I seen the people that was with me, their energy switched up a little bit. And me being who I am now, like I said, an honorable, righteous person, I knew they felt my energy. And I was like, nah, I was like, nah. I was like, you know, if you ever been around me at the fights, you know, I'm very well known, man. I'm known. My family is known. You know, we get busy, man. we get busy, man. And I just felt like the guys I was with, they felt my aura. And I was like, you know, what's the saying that they say, you know, the young boys now, they be saying, you gave them a pass, you let them get over. We let them get over, right? Because I know the old me, man, it was a time I would have really checked this temperature. I had to check this temperature. I'd have been like, yo, man, remember that shit you was saying on the internet, man? Just saying, man, I'm here now, man. You know, and see, these guys don't understand that. When B-Hop was like, yo, you want to go to the bathroom? You know what he meant by that, right? I'm going to knock you the fuck out, nigga. You want to go in this bathroom? Let's go in this bathroom because you're going to make a scene out here. But if we go in the bathroom, it's me and you. I'm going to leave the bathroom. You're going to be on the floor. You're going to be on the floor, right? Because you're going to, listen, I would do it to you right here, but you're going to make a scene. But if we go to the bathroom, you can't make a scene. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce. Shout out to WCS in the building, my guy. My God, yo, see, and consequence, you laughing because you know that's what that meant. When, and then you see how these guys try to flip the narrative on that. Now, when B-Hop was telling him to come to the bathroom, B-Hop wanted to beat him up. Bill knew that shit too. Yo, Bill, you claim to be like from that cloth. You knew what that meant. You knew what that meant, Bill. Don't let these crash dummies come on here and try to flip that script. When he was telling you come to the bathroom, you know what that meant. He wanted to beat you up. He wanted to beat you up. He was going to put hands on you. he was going to put hands on you. Straight up and down. He was going to put hands on you. Whenever another man, right? If you have a quarrel or a dispute with somebody and they run down on you and they tell you, let's take a walk or let's do something over here, it might go left. And from B-Hop is institutionalized. I know that type of slang. He wanted to go to the bathroom because he was ready to fight. He would have took you to the bathroom and beat you up. And it would have turned out bad for you. Oh, man. It would have turned out real bad. But, yo, B-Hop got to chill, man, with that, man. Because B-Hop, you know, you are a registered fighter, retired fighter, but your hands are still registered, man. You can't be making those threats like that, man. And I mean, you got to be easy. You know what I'm saying? You got to be easy. But you know what I like though? If you watch that, we play that back, right? And I jokingly said this, right? Yo, Bill Haney, fire your security. Straight up and down. Listen, give me about a couple months. Because I'm in the process right now. We are in the winter season. But around April, May, come get with me, Bill. Look, see it? Hamdulillah, right? Come get with me. I will be certified once again. I will be certified. Carry, conceal, all of that good stuff. Holla at me, man. You know, honorable, righteous brother. If that was me, yo, B-Hop would have never did you like that. You got touched. Your security, that wasn't the guy that I seen you with at the Hula Theater. You should have had him with you. You know, the militia dude, the dude that was in there with the he was official. He wouldn't allow that to happen to you. But the guy that you had with you in Vegas, oh, get rid of him. He's show and tell. He was just big and yeah, he let you get touched, right? That's a no-no. You wasn't supposed to get touched. Yo, B-Hop touched you, bro. It wasn't supposed to go down like that. Your security is supposed to be like B-Hop security. Do you see how when your security act like he was trying to do something after you got touched and he act like he was trying to get at B-Hop and B-Hop's the short dude, little short stocky dude with the sports coat on, stepped in like this, like, yo, fall back, son. That's how your man should have been. That's how your man should have been on it. But he let you just get roughed up and like, you know, it is what it is, man. Yeah, if you know, you know, man. Let me get to some more of these comments, man. He would have let that man like a goldfish who jumped around. Yo, and Conquest, you start up, man. Oh man, he did, man. He did. He did. Yeah, they don't know how to be security, right? I know how to be security. I just let my shit lapse, right? I'm gonna share a quick security story, right? I remember it was the Spence Peterson fight, right? It was the Spence Peterson fight. We all went to juniors, right? Yeah, we all went to juniors. If you know about Brooklyn, you know what I'm talking about right now. So we had juniors, we dining at juniors. This is Team Spence, right? And all the Texas guys is in there, all the Earl Spence male groupie niggas, they all in there. All the women and children is in there. EJ's mama, his aunties, all the kids and all that, they all in there, right? Yo, these bozo groupie dumb niggas, right? Listen, man. Yo, these niggas just bounce, right? All the men, right? Yo, quote unquote alpha men. Yo, they just left, right? They left the women and the children in there. Now, if you ever been to juniors, you know where juniors is at, right? Now, that's a little walk back up to the Brooklyn Marriott, right? These old gullible, you know, cowboy ass niggas, they just left all the women and children down there. Now, it's a lot of wolves down there, if you know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm saying to myself, I'm sitting there peeping the whole scenery, right? I'm in there with me and my man. You know, one of my guys is with me, right? But this is when I'm, you know, I'm still I still have my pistol license and all that, but I was licensed to carry. So you know, I had something on me, right? I had something on me, right? But I was just playing the cut, right? And I peeped it. I'm like, these old cowboy ass niggas, y'all leaving the women and children in harm's way down here, right? So I sat back and just chilled, right? I chilled. These niggas just left the women and children down there. Now, like I said, these women, who's gonna defend them? Because if you know, you know. That's Brooklyn. Niggas do the snatch and grabs, all that shit down there, right? They do that. This is what they do. But I'm like, these old cowboy male groupie ass niggas blew it, right? But I escorted the ladies and all them back up there, you know, being security. And then I remember, I might release this video tonight, but I remember sitting up in the sitting in the lobby. Now we back at the Brooklyn Marriott. The Charlo brothers, the EJ, everybody's up in there. These niggas is having a good time, right? And I'm saying to myself, I hit my man up. I said, yo, these niggas left all the women and children down there, man. And now they in this lobby having a kiki, like, come on, man. And that was the same time when that nigga dropped his wallet. Remember, I shared that story a lot of times. Yeah, that nigga dropped his wallet and niggas picked his shit up. And I was fucking with them at the time. And I slid down on the dudes that picked his shit up. And I was like, yo, I need that. But if I was who they said I was, you know, how the lines that they put on my jacket and my character, I would have just turned the other way and not even got his wallet back for him. Or I would have said, yo, we got to split that. But you know what I did? I did the honorable righteous thing. I got his wallet back for him and gave it back to him. Didn't say, yo, brother, yo, you going to hit me off for that? Or you going to hit me off for that? Nah, none of that. I just got it back for him. The news. Yes, the news by Shanewz, man. But listen, I ain't gonna hold too much of y'all time, man. If y'all have any other questions, fight questions that y'all want to be spoken on, facts. Yo, listen, if I was who they said I was in Conquest, that's what I would have did. If I was grimy, because these dudes put all kind of crazy shit on my jacket. If I was like that, I would have been like, yo, fam, you gotta give me half of that. I'd have been like, yo, fam, you gotta give me half of that, yo. But I just got the wallet back for him. Word. And you see that's how I be knowing these dudes, right? And yo, tell me I'm lying, Charlo. You been on drugs. He had the municipal card to get the marijuana and all that. Yeah, tell me I'm lying, brother. Please tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, brother. Tell me I'm lying, brother. Please call me out. Call my name. Call my name. You did. You really did. And y'all listen, them boys is rolling. He had all the exotic cars, all of that. They was rolling. They was rolling. He said, "Shot of old smoothie, taking care of the ladies." LOL. Listen. That's how I was raised, brother. That's how I was raised. The women and children. You gotta, listen. Real alphas protect the women and children, bro. These old cowboy niggas, they was that nigga EJ had he had 30 male groupies with him. They just blew it. And I was saying to myself, right? I was because you know me, I'm militant, man. So I'm always peeping the scenery, right? I'm like, man, you niggas is food, man. Do you niggas know where y'all at, man? Y'all in the belly of the beast right now, man. You niggas is all geek. They was all googly and all that. I'm like, man, you niggas don't even know where y'all at, man. These niggas will steal your chains. These niggas will do you dirty. These niggas will do you dirty out here right now, man. You are a plate. You are a plate right now. These niggas blew. When I tell you, they blew it on the women and children. I've never seen nothing like that in my life, man. In my life, bro. I was like, I was just dumbfounded. I was like, you niggas is different, bro. I was like, you niggas is different, man. I don't give it up like that, bro. I don't give it up like that. For real, they would have got they would have got booked, bro. They would have got booked, man. Listen, they was wild deep, right? They was wild deep. They was moving like tourists, right? They was moving like tourists, man. Cause I was peeping the whole scenery, man. And then they was wondering why, right? Truth be told, right? I didn't even eat, right? I didn't even eat because I was going back and forth outside and shit, right? Because I knew I had my joint on me, man. I had my Jim Jones, aka Rambo. I don't know what y'all call it, right? I had my joint, so I was itching, right? I was itching, man. That's how I was feeling because I was like, man, I'm with these dudes. They looking like food right now. I want these dudes to think something is sweet, man. I will burn one of you niggas, man. I will burn. So I kept going back and forth outside, sizing up the scene and shit. And then when I seen these niggas just come out and just blow it, I was like, and the women and the kids were still in there. I was like, these niggas is different. And they thought I was gonna roll with them. I was like, nah, I ain't rolling with them niggas, man. But I look like rolling. You niggas is goofy right now, man. You niggas is goofy. I just sat back and waited for the women and the kids to get done and escorted them back up to the what's the name. Cause I was like, you niggas is different, man. Them niggas is the Cowboys is different. and I thought they was from the wild South like that, man. But evidently not. Well, if you know, you know. Look, hold on. Let me take my hater blockers off so y'all can look at my eyes and tell. Look, I'm telling the truth, man. So help me God. Look. I want to lie about that. That's why I'm blessed now, man. That's why. Look, I'm in the situation that I'm in now. Look, I have a look. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Look, I am in a professional setting, right? I am in a professional setting. Look, I have a little soundboard in front of me. Y'all see my mic. I got all type of equipment now. Look, I was able to get all of this after these same people that I defended and escorted and played security for talked about me. How, they said I was unprofessional. They put all these lies out. But look at all of the gizmos and the gadgets I have been able to acquire since then. And them, on the other hand, they went this way. They I don't know. But hey, what do I know? Look, I was gonna go to the board tonight, but like I said, nobody asked me no questions that required me to break some things down on the board. I could have broke some stuff down on the board, man. Like how fights are set up, things like that. I could have did that. Man. But let me go over here real quick before I close out. Let me highlight this hitter right here. See this guy right here, man? I'm not gonna play the music. I'll just let the slow motion play. But yeah, you see this guy right here? Number 1 ranked in the nation. Number 1 ranked in the nation. We got some big things about to jump off with this guy right here. 14 years old. Jamali Tucker. $1 Million Marley is what they call him, the enforcer. Number 1 ranked fighter in the nation at 119. 4-time defending national champion. You're going to see his younger brother run across real quick. He's probably going to be another champion as well. Little Bam Bam. There he is. You see him? Yes, Bam Bam. That's how it starts. Teach him early. Then you see Coach Reed. It's a family affair over here. But yes, this guy right here, number 1 fighter in the nation. Shout out to Coach Reed. This is Coach Reed's visuals right here. I told you, Coach Reed knows everybody, man. A little bit of everybody. Coach Reed knows everybody. See, I didn't want to tell you guys this, right? But I'll share it with you now. Coach Reed is the plug, right? Coach Reed is the plug, right? I'm her father. So when you guys think you were going to talk crazy about me and disrespect me on YouTube and shit, right? And you thought you was going to get with the plug? You thought you was going to get with the plug? Like, come on, man. You can't disrespect the plug's daddy and then think you're going to get somewhere. You got to know how to network. See, a lot of you guys were jealous fans, mad. And you guys are supposed to be fans of boxing. But you was jealous over the media work that the plug's daddy was doing. Let alone for the executive work that I do now. But you guys were jealous over the media work, but you were supposed to be fans of boxing. But yet you were mad and you burnt the bridges. You burnt those bridges. So now you're trapped on Gilligan's Island. You are trapped on Gilligan's Island. But see, had you known that you was dealing with a plug, a connection that could open doors for you, maybe you would have carried it a little different. Maybe you would have carried it a little different. But when you showed that you was a jealous, insecure, weak, narrow-minded hater, you burnt the bridge. You burnt the bridge. You burnt the bridge. The news by Shanewz, man. Let me read some more of these comments. He said, what is your criteria for a fighter that interests you signed? Oh, great question. You got to be the goods, man. And I'm only saying that, right? I'm only saying that WCS because I've been spoiled, right? I've been spoiled, right? Because my two nephews, Jihad and now Marley, right, who was the gem, they ruined me, man. They ruined me. Like I see a lot of guys in combat. You know this, right? I shared this with you behind the scenes. Like I could get guys fights, but I'm not. I don't want to really represent those type of guys. I'll look out and get them on cards. You know what I'm talking about, combat. We talked about this. I can get guys on cards, right? But I don't want my name. Like I don't want to. I'm looking for the goods, quality over quantity, right? I like national champions. I like guys that I know are the goods. Now I don't want the gimmicks. That's why you always see me say, no gimmicks, results. I'm into the results. I like the guys that got the results, man. Because one thing about it's just like and I quote Bomac, when you have the results, can't hide no more. We're gonna find out who the best is. You can't hide no more. See, when you have actual results, you're not hiding. You're not hiding. But great question though, WCS. Great question. I look for the goods, man. I look for the goods. Like my young boy right here. I was trying to work with him, but I think he has a situation. This young hitter right here, look, he's another guy. Like I was talking to him, but I think somebody else got him. I'll show you him right here. He's in the picture with Marley right here. We got some work with him too. He's out of Connecticut. Good little fighter. I like him a lot. Him right here. See this guy right here? Good little fighter. I like him right there. See that kid right there? I was talking with him, but he has another situation going. It bees like that sometimes, but I definitely was trying to, get with him. He's a good little fighter. I think he's a 3-time national champion. Good little, nice little kid from Connecticut. He said he came through DC. Yeah, who Marley? Yeah, we've been all over. All over. We was down there at what's your man? You have a kid down there that fights at 47 in the DC area. I think his name is it Ben Johnson? It's something Johnson. Hopefully I said it right. If it's not Ben Johnson, it's something Johnson. He's one of the high prospects, nationals. Young kid. He should be turning pro soon. We got some work out of his gym with Marley. Marley's the goods, man. Marley's name rings bells, man. Marley's name rings bells. He said it is his record style or how serious he or she is dedicated. Yeah, a little bit of all of that. Combat, I like a fighter that they listen, you don't have to be the creme de la creme, but you have to have that cloth. You have to have that. Like, you could always forge a diamond, right? But you gotta have that in you to be forged. You gotta have that in you. A lot of these guys, respectfully, are smoke and mirrors, man. They are IG warriors. They are social media fighters. He said, does a fighter's experience involves not at all. Not at all. Because look, we just talked about B-Hop. B-Hop was the late bloomer, right? B-Hop was the late bloomer. But this too, Combat. See, Combat is answering the great questions. See, I'm this way too, right? And me and Combat spoke about this behind the scenes a lot of time. A lot of these guys, they come up to me, right? The ones that know what it is and aren't haters, aren't jealous, and know what the business is hitting on, right? They come to me, they be wanting assistance and help and all that, but they just lose their mind, right? I'm not gonna throw the fighter's name out there, throw him under the bus. But these guys, and I tell these guys all the time, All these guys want to come here like, yo, man, you want to do jihad like that? You want to do jihad? Yo, do jihad like what? That's what, see, these guys don't understand, right? Jihad is jihad. Jihad got his own deal, right? Only thing I did was set up the application and the audition. You niggas can't handle that, man. You can't handle that. See, now, since Jihad is on, I can talk about this, right? You know, Jihad sparred Shakur Stevenson. He beat up the Davis brothers. Yeah, ask about it. He beat these guys up, man. This is why he got signed. Can you guys do some of these things? But this is what the deals you guys want. You guys be like, yo, man, I can't get it. No, you can't. Can you do some of these things? Can you do some of these things? No, you can't. But this, you guys be wanting a Jihad Tucker deal. Come on, man. And before that, shout out to my man Jamel Herron and my cousin Buddy McGirt, right? You guys don't even realize this. When Jihad was 16 years old, my man from the PBC, the dude that Boots Ennis knocked out. Boots Ennis knocked him out at 147. The white dude. What is his name, man? It's slipping my mind. Yo, Jihad mopped the floor with him in California. He couldn't even touch Jihad. Like Combat called him Electric Boogie. He couldn't touch Electric Boogie. Jihad was 16 years old. What is my man's name? Damn, Narina took my phone. Damn. He was a champion, bro, at 140. And then he moved up to 147. Hold on, let me pull Boots' box rec up real quick. I'm gonna pull Boots' box rec up. Cause Boots knocked him out. But I seen Jihad beat him up. He couldn't even hit Jihad. I'm gonna pull up Boots' I'm gonna pull his box rec up. Cause the name is slipping my mind right now. Let's stop this one. I'm gonna pull Boots' box rec up. Right here, there he goes. Sergey Lipinets. That's the name. See, I couldn't even think of it. Yo, Sergey Lipinets. Yo, we went to California in the process of Jihad being signed. Yo, Jihad beat the brakes off of Sergey Lipinets. Beat the brakes off. Real talk. Beat the brakes off of him. Beat the brake. Yo, the man couldn't hit Jihad. They sparred at Buddy McGirt's gym in LA. He could not touch Jihad. Sergey Lipinets. There it is. See? Sergey Lipinets. Yeah. Sergey Lipinets. Boots Ennis knocked him out in 2021. Jihad, man. Listen. The stories I could tell you about Jihad, right? When he was sparring the Richard Comeys and Richard Hitchison, all these guys. That's how I knew Jihad was the goods. I knew. And I try to tell these other guys this when they come to me. And I'm like, bro, you don't have it. I be trying to be nice, right? I be like, nah, bro, I know. I've been around. I know. You're all right. I could make some phone calls for you, but you're not getting that phone call, you know? You're just not. Like, you don't have it. You don't have it. No disrespect, respectfully. You don't have it. Like, I know. And this is why I know. You know, like yo, if you guys have been following my channel, check my interview I did with my cousin, Buddy McGurk. And I asked Buddy, because I know Buddy knows. Buddy is a two-division champion. He's a Hall of Famer, former coach of the year. Now, I asked Buddy the first time I ever interviewed him on my StreamYard, and I brought up Jihad, because I knew Buddy would know. Buddy broke it down. Buddy said it straight up and down. Buddy was like, he remembers the circuit Olympics. That's why he said that. He said, yeah, you look at the guy, you're like, oh man, he can't fight, he can't do shit. He said, but when the bell rings, listen, he's gonna be a world champion. He was like, when the bell rings, it's a different story. He said, when you look at the guy, you be like, oh yeah, he can't fight, he can't do nothing. When that bell rings, it's a different story. Jihad was special. And a lot of you guys, like I said, you guys are decent fighters, but like there's levels. There's levels, man. And a lot of you guys get upset and say, I talk too much. No, I've seen too much. I've been around too much. But hey, what do I know? The news by Shanewz, man. He said, I've been split between the UK and Colorado for the last 7 years. Okay. UK is nice, man. I got my passport, man. I'm waiting for us to get an international fight date. I'm waiting. I want to go to the sands, to be honest. I want to go over there and get with Turkey. Change my life forever. Hello. Y'all listen, man, I'm not greedy. All I need is one turkey check. That's all I need, man. All I need is one turkey check. He said, so you would recommend Top Rank starter pack for new fight? I listen, to be honest, I don't think a lot of fighters are Top Rank worthy. PBC's the move. Well, it was the move. PBC's matchmaking was a lot softer over there, man. It is. Like Top Rank, Brad Goodman and Brad Jacobs, they match you a little tougher. Whereas the PBC, Tom Brown, look, yo, I'm gonna use their king. Look at Earl Spence, bro. Look at Earl Spence, right? See, now I'll speak on Earl Spence. This because I got the mole in my pocket, but I can speak on him because, like I said, I was around for that shit. Earl Spence was moved. How they try to put that shit on Terrence Crawford? No, that was Earl Spence. Earl Spence only fought 2 southpaws. Bud Crawford being the third because he fought him in the southpaw. But he only fought 2 southpaws. This was an Olympic pedigree fighter that they moved like that. Who does that? 2 southpaws in 28 fights, man. 28 fights. And if you break down, right, look, you want me to go to the board? Well, I'll go to the board for this. Just let me know y'all can hear me good. I'll go to the board, right? I'm going to go to the board for this now. I'm going to pull over to the board for y'all for this right here. I'll go to the board. Now, y'all see how I fronted, right? You see how I walked all the way around to show y'all how nice my setup is in here, right? But I'll go to the board, right? Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'll go to the board for this, right? EJ. Bud, right? Now, when we look at how Earl Spence was matched, right? Earl Spence, how many fighters, for y'all that's in here that's paying attention, right, were athletic like Bud Crawford that Earl Spence fought? Name an athletic fighter. I'm gonna name one for y'all right now and give y'all these jewels, right? Sean Porter. Sean Porter is a great pick for y'all to break down, right? Sean Porter was an athletic guy, right? And this is a good pick too because Earl Spence fought Sean Porter before the injury, before the car wreck, right? He fought him before the car wreck, right? Listen to this game I'm giving y'all now. And this is free consulting. This because I feel like doing it tonight, right? So he fought Sean Porter, who was an athletic type, right? Athletic type. Terrence Crawford is athletic, just as athletic as Sean Porter, right? We all know that now. Watching Bud play football, wrestle, do all these things. He's just as athletic, right? But what else does Bud Crawford have that Sean Porter doesn't have? He was a switch hitter. Switch hitter. Meaning he could fight conventional, orthodox. Now, Al Heyman, who was Earl Spence's handler, knows this. Why do you think Al Heyman, for so long, especially after witnessing Earl and Sean, that was a tooth and nail type of fight, wanted to keep him away from Bud Crawford? Wanted to keep him away from Bud Crawford because the in-house fight that he had with Sean, who was athletic, moves around, can turn them, angles, different things like that, gave Earl all he can handle prior to the car crash. So now Earl has the car crash. We're going to bring him down here. Who does he fight? He fights Danny Ugas. Are these guys athletic? It's four of y'all in here. Somebody answer real quick. Danny and Ugas. Are they athletic? Do they move around? Or are they movers? Danny and Ugas, are they movers? Four guys. Okay, you're on point. You know what's going on. No, they're not. Exactly. Right? So he fought these two guys, but I'm going to highlight the Ugas. Ugas, right? I'm not going to pull the other screen up to show y'all this, but look. The Ugas fight, Earl Spence was victorious in the stoppage. But if you watch the Ugas fight, like somebody like myself who watches film and picks up on different, patterns and stuff, what was Earl Spence doing in that fight that he subsequently got his head tore off for in the Bud Crawford fight? You know what I just did right there? Did y'all catch that? Reaching, lunging, right? Now, Ugas took advantage of some of these things, but maybe people were saying that Ugas, he might have had, he's an Al guy. He might have took the deal. Now, let's go over here to this guy now, Bud Crawford. Earl Spence, round one, comes out, goes back to the corner. Bomac says what? He's slow as shit. Come over the top with the counter. You know why they said that? Because they watched the Ugas fight right? The Ugas fight, this is what he was doing. The first round, he did the same shit. When he got dropped, what did he do? What did Bud do? Over the top. Woo! Dropped him. The patterns from the Danny fight, Ugas fight, you add what they was able to collect the data from the Sean fight with the athletic Sean led to the T-Mobile massacre. Now, if you really study boxing and know what you're watching, the Bud Crawford matchup was all wrong for Earl Spence. The fighters that Earl Spence fought were mostly Danny Ugas style fighters. Fighters that were perfect for Earl Spence's skill set. The news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know? That concludes the board presentation. I fronted again. I walked all the way around just to be cool, right? But listen, we are going to wrap that up. That was a little extra right there, man. Please share the content. Let them know the news by Shanewz is working. This is the Source Experience. He said, Team Wizards, Oz, PBC has a starting five of four guys. Garcia, man, Benavidez, Jose, Thurman, Barrios, Ugas. Wow. And Conquest is not playing tonight. But yeah, that's why Bomac and them was so eager, and they knew. They had studied EJ for the longest, bro. They broke him down for the longest. And they was confident because his style, and it got worse. His patterns, they got worse. Because then he started believing the dummies. Thank you. Appreciate that, Tobe. Tobe said very professional. Appreciate that, my guy. We trying to grow a little bit, Tobe. We trying to grow a little bit. But that's what it really was, though. Like Bomac and them, these guys, way more knowledge than me. But if somebody on my level is able to do this, right? My level, right? I'm only 12 fights in with Jihad. But if I'm able to pick up on these things, right? And study film and catch these things. And these guys are masters. Bomac, Red, Saul, these guys are masters, bro. That's why they were so confident, man. That's why they knew. And you gotta peek this. I'm gonna go back to the board. I'm gonna break this down for y'all one more time, right? Because we this is what we do. We teach this shit too. Right? Now, check this out, right? I'm glad I'm in this room. I got room to move around, right? Look. See me moving around, look. See me moving around a little bit. Now what peep game, right? Is y'all peep how when Earl Spence was doing certain, like Earl Spence is a flat-footed fighter. His foot movement is like real, like, flat-footed, steady. But did you peep how, like, when he was moving, certain moves what he would do, and Bud Crawford was knowing this lunging hook was coming, he was already here. He was just catching it. Look, he was catching it. Counter. He was catching it, counter. Because they knew, like, his cadence, his patterns. Man, but hey, what do I know, man? What do I know? What do I know, man? What do I know? The news by Shanewz, man. What do I know, man? What do I know? Well, listen, we are going to wrap this up, man. I appreciate y'all vibing out with me. Let them know, man. You know, we just getting started over here. We're learning, we're growing. Media marketing agent, the news by Shanewz, Mr. 5%. You know, I can make those phone calls for you. And tell all the haters, right? Tell them come back through, man. But please bring something to the table at least. You know, you guys don't even want to bring conversation no more. You know, I told you guys bring some fighters over here. Maybe I can make a call for them. But hey, what do I know? Got him. This is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know? I know this. I know I just broke Earl Spencer's whole style down for you. Real easy. Real easy.
Hey guys, this is Shanewz This. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.